my hands, ain't no dirt on my body.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
On the check. Ready.
This taken in by Downs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Back deep for the Colts, Isaiah McKenzie. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Powering forward. And shutting him off now open field. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd down, Howell now. Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's a good example for young receivers about how you should never give up on a play, because sometimes it's right in your hands. Other times you've got to play defense and knock it away. But at all times, follow the football. And in this case, he hauls it in for a big gain.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Colts sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they go play action with Howell. Got his open man. It's Mallory. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And they'll hand off to Hall. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And they'll run with Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Running left, Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
The Cunningham throw complete there to Thomas. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. There's Chris Olave. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Okay, ready.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big moves towards the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Into space at the 45. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now a man picked up after 2 years in Detroit. It's Jamal Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Off play action. It's Cunningham rolling to his right. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Juwan Johnson from 10 yards out. And the Saints are once again back in front. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Powell out of the shotgun. And this one complete to Doolin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. They'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And it is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Able to power through. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Howell changing the play here. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. That's going to be taken in by Downs. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Cunningham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looked like he marched to the end zone. He's in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Watts is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Al now to throw it. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Faking the handoff, Howell. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Throwing here, Howell. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Hey, check that. Check that. Go.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Cunningham looking to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cunningham to throw. And he'll be blocked down by the Colts. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. McKenzie now to return it. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And Howe will throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Well, the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Certainly appears that Cam Jordan is still going strong as he puts the quarterback on the deck. 8.5 sacks last year, nearly top 20 all-time in the NFL, and you certainly marvel at his durability. The one game he missed last season is the only one of his 12-year career missed due to injury.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And now they'll shift things around. Now Cunningham. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 7.
18, 5 here.
Here's Cunningham. And this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all. Going back to him, find him. Find him.
Now Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Lutz is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Howell now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
They'll go play action. Howell. The toss here completed to Pittman.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now Howell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
On first down, it's Cunningham. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
34. Colts 24.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. To the sideline and incomplete.
Intended for Ashton Doolin. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Second down throw for Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set. Hey, smash. Ready.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them all. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. To return is McKenzie. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Powell's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Powell. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Pete Werner. He's to the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Saints, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.